Welcome to some Friday night action at the Garnet Records Recreation Complex for the minor midget AA Toros taking on the Oshawa minor generals from Garnet Records Pad B. Toros coming off the 5-1 win versus the Northumberland Nighthawks, and that's how we start things off as Smith dumps that deep into the zone. From behind the net, trying to stuff that out in front. Foreman will get the start here for the Toros, knocked down here at center. Fired hard up the grass, up through, and knocked down there by Marino in his own end, backhanded back to the other side. Throws up through center with Cameron Ryan. That was over his stick with the blade. Back in his own end goes to Breezy. He'll flip it back in behind his own goal, where Marino tries to take it away in behind the goal. Kept back in behind. Liam McGlynn tries to take his man off the puck. McGlynn working over there in the corner, getting some help there with Sabrizi to try and get that puck free from the left corner, and we're getting our first penalty, and this one's going to go to the Toros, so our first power play will go to Oshawa. Chisholm's going to take this offensive draw here to start off this power play, and they get it back to the line for Wilson. He moves it to the other side. There's a shot, and Foreman gathers that shot from the line right in the test area and holds on for another draw. Jackman with a big defensive win in the defensive zone. Around the board to go, that goes down the ice and he'll have more time. Nice knock down there from center to stop the puck from going down the ice. Here comes Parker Rusler short-handed. 1:30 left to go on the penalty. Rusler short-handed, big stop there. There's the first opportunity for the Toros and gets bailed out. Up through center. Wood Harmon tried to pick that up there off the board. Backhand that deep back in behind the Toros net, and it gets sent all the way back down and picked up there at center, and here comes Johnston. Had it knocked away off the stick. Great shift here for Parker Rusler as he poked that off the stick, and he had the short-handed opportunity moments ago. Wood Harmon bringing this in over the line. His shot to the net is going to get steered off to the right by Foreman. So Ethan Maddox to fire this around onto the stick of Johnston, and he kept it in. Right there on the boards, it gets knocked down there at center by number 19. Flip back in behind the net there past Dyer. Johnston going after it. Right to the net, it got deflected, and right to the pad for Foreman. 48 seconds left to go on this power play for Oshawa. Pike Finch takes the draw, loses it. Hard around the boards by Cooper Hodgins. Got kept in there nicely at the line. Right back in behind. Sends it up in front. Foreman was up against the post and has to cover that up. Takes another draw. Face off one in the defensive end. Big win by Aiden Howard, kept in by Johnston. Coming around the net there with Ty Finch. That goes past Johnston, and Aiden Howard's westing after it, trying to be there the first man on the puck. Drop pass from Ty Finch, but it went right to the Toros player, Aiden Howard, who puts it back in behind. Hit into the boards there for Aiden Howard as he tried to dig it out of the zone. Right in front for Blake Smith. It was over his stick. Taken away on the other end now. Savage and Quinn collided there. They're looking to move this up through center for Johnston. He'll find some open ice. Johnston, drop pass. It's Quinn. Shot to the net. Knocked down on the way through. Picked up there again by Johnston, who puts it deep. I believe it's Rice who's in goal for the Oshawa minor generals. There's a quick shot as Maruna went for that wraparound, and it got stopped there by Foreman. So the first little bit of pressure here by Oshawa. They had the power play. They had a couple of shots, just nothing has beaten Brett Foreman as of late. Marino will take this offensive draw. Spencer's coming in there to try and move in behind him. Miller puts that back in behind there for Marino over his stick. Tyus Salter there. Salter moves around. It got kept in. Bill Howard tried to go after it. Now Elliot Holt over here for Tyus Salter now. Salter with a pass. Up through center for Connor Cole. Cole sees the Aiden Daypre coming in, stopped by Rice, who hangs on to it. There's a scrambled draw there. Trying to go through it. There's Liam McGlynn. Shot. Just wide over the mark. Blake Smith picking it up off the boards now, putting it behind. Cameron Ryan and Sabrizi trying to go back to the line. It gets taken away. Flipped all the way up through center. Knocked down by McGlynn at center ice. And it's a hand pass for a whistle. So on that hand pass, face-off got taken place outside of the Toros line. Cooper Hodgins takes that pass. He gets the opportunity to bring this in. He's got to get around the checker. fires that just wide of the goal and gets kept in there at the blue line. Back in behind where Rice puts it back in behind. Not going to be able to get to that loose puck. Pushed back in behind the Toros goal. Around the boards there for Dyer over his stick, and the Toros collided there between Jackman and Parker Rusler. Picked up there in their own end by Oshawa, number 91. Hodgins trying to keep this in here at the blue line. That's not going to get to him. Sent all the way down the ice, and we'll get an icing call. Connor Cole now to take this offensive draw off to the right of Rice. Up through center. Now Pye Finch flips that pass Salter. Back in behind. Stopped in behind the goal for Foreman, who wraps it out high off the glass. Maruna tried to knock it down. Maruna has it with a backhand back in behind the goal there. Chisholm gets hit into the boards back in behind. They tried to get that out. It's a flip pass through center, trying to get to the loose puck. Back in behind the Toros net, it'll get fired around the other side. They tried trying to find it. Couldn't do it, that gets sent down the ice. And it'll have enough muscle to come back into the Oshawa end for icing. Big defensive win there by Oshawa in their own end. And led up by Maruna now, he flips it between two Toros players and races after his own rebound. Wood Harmon was going after it. Chisholm walking out. Chisholm shot, stopped by Foreman right in close. On that up the turnaround shot, Wood Harmon scores! Wood Harmon has opened up the scoring on the rebound, snapping it past the blocker hand of Foreman. The initial play was stopped by Foreman off Chisholm, but the rebound went right to the slot area, and Wood Harmon made no mistake to snap home his first of the game. Jackman takes this from behind the face-off circle, now it's behind the net. Jackman fires it back to the line from McGlynn with a shot. Backhand shot, Rusler, stopped by Rice. Kept in by Hodgins at the line. Fired right back in behind. Jackman's going to try and cut off Wood Harmon in the left side. Getting some help in behind the goal. It's cut, squirts free. Some nice mirrors there by Rusler. Trying to go back to the line. It's back there. Picked up there by the Toros McGlynn. Right in front of the goal. Turnaround shot there for Hodgins. Shot to the net. Tip. Can't get it on the way through. It's still loose. Jackman banging away at it. And nothing is getting past Roach. He was able to stand his ground. Oshawa gets it and send it down the ice for icing. Face-off is off to the left of Roach. It's on the back of the net area. Trying to jam that free back in front of the goal. Taken away there by Oshawa. Flipped down, knocked down by Ty Salter. Salter from his own end. Gets it up there for Connor Cole, who puts that deep. 8 minutes. Left to go here in period number 1. Maddox going back in his own end. Picked up there by number 71. From their own zone, wrapped around the boards. Back to shoot into the boards. Wilson trying to keep it in the zone. Can't do it. Big play. Knocks that down. From their own end now, Connor Cole. Cole's going to drop pass there for Aiden Daypray. Daypray's shot is steered off to the left by Rice, up into the netting, and out of play. So very easy to take this offensive draw off to the right of Rice. Cameron Ryan, it's a breezy back in behind. Hard around the boards, that gets high all the way down the ice. And it's going to have enough. No, it's going to die at the line. Nope. No icing. Gavin Savage has to have it in his own end. Lift to the lead pass up through center. Here comes Cameron Ryan. Stretch pass. Blake Smith was just out of his reach. He tries to catch up to it now with Cameron Ryan. Smith trying to come up to the loose puck. Taken away by the Generals and cleared away through center. Elliot Holt here at center ice. Holt over here to the other side. They're looking for some room. That room was picked off there by Johnston, but it's offside. Face-off is going to be just outside of the blue line. Aiden Howard to take that draw. There against Chisholm. Wood Harmon, the goal scorer here, trying to get to that loose puck from their own end now is Cooper Hodgins back here to the other side. It's a stretch pass and Aiden Howard got enough of it to tip it for Rusler, stepped into one, stopped there by Rice with the blocker hand. Off to the right it goes there for Toros to pick that up, back for Hodgins. Hodgins will let this one go, and that might have hit the post, hit something out in front of the net. From behind the goal there is Rusler. Try to get that back to the line there. That comes out through center. Liam McGlynn goes back in his own end to scoop that up. Over here to the other side, he uses the boards to his advantage. McGlynn with a nice drop pass again for Hodgins. Hodgins taking his time back in behind his own goal to set up the play. Foreman making sure that Dyer doesn't get back there to try and pick things off. Lead pass for Roosler. Got enough of his stick on it, just couldn't do anything with it. Over through center. Here comes an opportunity to skate with this puck. Taking off his feet. There was Edwards. Back in his own end now. The Toros get that. Hodgins to the other side. They're looking for that stretch pass for Depre. Over his stick and back into the corner. Johnston from his own end will lead this pass up through center for number 71 out of his reach. That is Dyer. Flipping it away there was Tyler Salter. Just out of the reach of their own zone. Quinn, let's go back in his own end. Sees the pressure on by Depre. Turnover almost, but it couldn't get it. Kept in by Salter, who tried to knock it down there at the line with his feet. Lead pass up through center. Going over here to the other side. Such pass for Johnston. Another pass is picked off there on the other side by Maddox. His clearing attempt was knocked down there out in front by Maruna, but Maruna couldn't do anything with the puck. Only pushed it off to the side there for Quinn. Nice play by Johnston. Held that line. Miller's trying to help out, but it gets pushed out by Connor Cole. Under 5 minutes left to go here in a 1-0 Oshawa lead. This Friday night hockey here on MJ Broadcasting. Up through center for Cameron Ryan over his stick. Trying to pick that puck up through center for Cameron Ryan behind the goal. Gets taken off its feet. And he gets cross-checked from behind. Sabrizi's trying to help out Cameron Ryan to get that puck free. And it finally comes free there for Oshawa, and they're able to clear it out. Back from his own end goes Salter after it. On the other side, it's an opportunity for Maruna, who touches that up. And it looks like we're getting our first Oshawa penalty, and it's going to go for head contact. It's a 4-minute head contact penalty going to Johnston, so the Toros have 4 minutes to work with on their power play, and it's a face-off that'll be off to the left of Rouse. Referee getting an explanation over at the Oshawa bench before we drop the puck with 4:10 left to go here in this period. Jackman setting it up from the line. Shot is tipped. They score! Deflection out in front of the net, goes through the 5-hole. A perfect shot by Jackman was redirected out in front, and the Toros have tied things up at 1 very quickly on that power play. It only took 1 second for the Toros to score on that power play. Only 1 second went off the clock. So that wipes out the first 2 minutes. Toros still on that penalty for the second half of the double minor. Cameron Ryan up through center, bringing this over the line. Drop pass. It's an opportunity now for Savage. You can't shoot it. Right to the slot area. Saprizi can't pull the trigger from the slot. Taken away and kept in by Salter. Shot to the net. Not tipped there by Smith. Kept in by Savage at the line. Now for Blake Smith there in the corner. He's using the size to get through the defender. Kept in by Savage. This will come out through center and gets picked up there by Salter. To the other side. So we've got to start this power play up through center for Cameron Ryan. Bringing it in. He'll get around the check there and take it behind the goal right in front. And that centering pass is just out of the reach for a one-timer from the slot area. Behind the goal goes Cameron Ryan after it now. Ryan out in front, blocker saved there by Rouse. It's a high stick, so if the Toros touch it up, we'll get a whistle. Connor Cole to take this job. Drops it back there for Logan Jackman. Jackman to set up the first goal with a shot. He goes for another deflection. This one couldn't get tipped out in front there by Aiden Howard. Howard still going after it here. Jackman doing his best to hold the line. Couldn't do it. Short-handed opportunity. Maruna shot. Kicked out there by Foreman, and he kicked it away out of danger on that Maruna opportunity short-handed. Jackman from his own end now. Stretch pass. Connor Cole trying to get around the checker for an opportunity. He takes it to the face-off circle. Taken away by Oshawa. Sent down the ice. right back in behind. They'll take this behind the goal. It's Elliot Holt from behind his own end. Holt's gonna leave it back there as he's gonna try and have an opportunity. Ty Fincher's putting on some good pressure. Oshawa killed off the second double minor. That's going up off the roofing out of play. Face-off was quick shot on goal, stopped by Foreman. Wrapped around the glass. Trying to get around Maya here for an opportunity at the pass there for Sabrizi. Breaks on. Face-off circle. Front of the net, just over the stick. There at the side. Back to the line there for Elliot Holt with a shot. That got knocked down on the way through by Maya. Trying to dump that out. Back in behind the goal it goes there. It's an opportunity to clear this away for Dyer. Dyer is going to get hit into the boards by Sabrizi as he attempts to keep it in the offensive end as we approach the last minute of play right in front. That shot couldn't get to the front of the net. Lead pass out of the reach of Quinn trying to catch up to it. He'll complete the hit on Elliot Holt. Wrapped around the boards there for Quinn. Quinn's getting held up there by Elliot Holt, but he eludes him. Now brings it in. Going up there with Chisholm trying to go to the goal. And that's pushed right back behind. Last minute of play of period number 1 of this 1-1 game here at the Garnet P. Rickard complex. With Oshawa to open up the scoring on a goal by Wood Harmon, but the Toros struck quickly with a power play goal and a double minor penalty to Johnston. Toros player had his stick knocked in half. That's going to cost him some money. There's a shot. Went off the side of the net, just out of the reach in front of the goal. Another shot. Caught up there by Rouse. Quick face-off win. Back to the line. There's a shot that got the right pad of Rouse. Trying to get that loose puck here behind the goal. He's going to walk it right out. J-Perry went for the high shot. Way over the mark, and Oshawa get the opportunity to clear this out. That's going to go back into the Toros end, where they'll move this away up through center, out of the reach of J-Perry, onto the stick of Johnston. That's going to elude period number 1. Oshawa opened up the scoring with Wood Harmon, but the Toros had an answer with a power play goal. We go to the second period, tied at 1. After an entertaining first period, let's see what these two teams can do for period number 2. Liam McGlynn starts it over here to the other side with a lead pass to start off the second period. Right on through center. Good job to stand side. Cameron Ryan's shot is blocked there. Back to the line. Push right back in behind the goal for Cameron Ryan. Now it's onto the stick of Blake Smith back to the line. Looking for a shot. It got redirected wide of the goal. Gavin Savage gets it. Savage sending one to the goal. There's a quick shot by Smith again that makes the goal. Picked up there by the Toros. They got Smith out in front. Waiting for the pass, but the intended pass in an Oshawa stick and deflected out of his reach. Capped down by Savage on the corner. Picked away there by Oshawa as they clear this away now. Liam McGlynn with it. McGlynn going back in his own end. Over here to the other side for Savage. Sorry, he saw some pressure, so he smartly dropped it back there for some open ice for Liam McGlynn to find it. That's a lead pass, and it gets brought in by Aiden Howard. Howard shot just wide over the left hand of Rice. There's a shot by Jackman. That'll find the Oshawa logo of Rice for a face-off. Another quick shot. Walking it from the face-off circle. Nice drop pass by Rusler. Shot to the net. Rusler can't shoot it as he was going for that opportunity there. Parker Rusler going after it here in his own end. In the Oshawa end, he's got control of the puck. Good play. Now finally turned over, but there's Ethan Maddox here in front of us doing his job against Quinn. Now it's Pie Finch with it. Pie Finch has got to try and elude the check of Aiden Howard. Tyus Salter will take this away and will drop it back here to the line. Tyson tried to get to that loose puck. Chisholm here in front of us, tried to put it back in the zone. Toros have it from their own end. Lead pass. Jackson trying to knock it down. There's a chip pass here for Rusler. Right to the front of the net. Stopped there by Rice, right in close. That's two big opportunities for Parker Rusler, right in close, and both times Rice has had his number. Another two draw that's off to the left of Rice. J-Perry racing after it in the zone. Getting some help in behind the goal there with Cale Howard to try and dig the puck free. Howard's the one that comes through with it. Sets it up in front. And that was a great opportunity for J-Perry. Rolled over his stick before he could tap it in. Tapped in by Elliot Holt. from the line. Jay Price trying to take it away from Maruna. The 293s battling there. There's a shot just out of the reach and over into the corner. That's going to get kept in there by Cooper Hodgins. Taken away there by Oshawa. Tipped up through center for Maruna. Maruna getting in there with Miller. The pass is broken up there on the other end. That's a rush taken away. A nice defensive play to break that up. Now it's 2-on-1 back the other way. Jay Price going to the front of the goal. Takes the pass and in! Fires it just wide. He might have got a piece of that. Stopped there by Rouse. Face off is off to his right. There's a shot. Tipped on the way through. It goes wide. Karam dead in front. And Blake Smith gets cross-checked down. Back up, right back to his feet again to get back in the play. Knocked down by Cameron Ryan. Shot to the net. It might have got deflected there by Sabrizi. Here's a chance. Cameron Ryan just fires it wide as Rice was out of position. Woodharmon gets it now. Flipping this away. Knocked down at center by Savage. Puts it right in on goal on Rice with the easy stop. Drops it back there for Johnston. Turnover. Savage. Shot. Blocked on the way through. And that's Quinn who tries to get away from the checker. Flipped up. That comes out of the zone as Savage couldn't control the bouncing puck. So he's got to take it back in his own end. Drop it back to the other side here for an opportunity to clear. Meh. Over here on the other side, picked up there by Oshawa. Johnston, shot. Easy stop there for Foreman. Face-off gets one. It goes back to the line there. Over here to the other side. Edwards gets an opportunity to shoot wide. And good thing there, as there wasn't an Oshawa player sitting at the side because Foreman was still off to his right on the initial shot. Trying to get around the checker there. Pyfinch doing his job over on the other side. Rusler trying to help. Here's an opportunity. They've got Jackman. Jackman can't shoot it. He was getting ready to dangle around and pull the trigger, but lost control of the puck at the opportune moment. Kept in by Salter. Trying to dig away at it. There was Aiden Howard as well. Rusler shot gets blocked on the way through. Coming after it again. That's going to get cleared. That hit Dyer on the way through. Toros have got to go back in their own end. We approach 10 minutes left to go here in the second period. Captain of the Toros, Jackman, pokes it up for Rusler. He's had a couple of opportunities here. This one he sets up for Jackman. Right in net! They score! Tic-tac-toe! From the side of the net, Rusler to Jackman off to the right side, and it gets put in front of the goal, and the Toros with their first lead of the game at 2-1. Aiden Howard with the finish shot in front of the goal as he was able to tip that shot from Jackman, who got away with that pass from Parker Rusler right on his stick, and it went right to the front of the goal, and another one right to the front post, putting on the pressure. Connor Cole kicking into the boards from behind. Taken away and kept in by Cooper Hodgins. From back in behind now is Edwards behind the goal now. Taken away off his stick. Trying to backhand this away, just out of the reach as Cale Howard was looking for it. We're getting no penalty. He nets off the boards in behind Rouse. That face-off is off to his left now, coming around the boards. Elliott Holt there to keep it in with a shot to the net. Taken away and flipped all the way out. Hodgins back in his own end. We'll move it over here. Here comes Maruna. Can't get to the front of the net. But Maruna keeps control of that puck, and it's now a turnover. Back in behind the Toros goal. There's Woodharmon. Goal already. He's looking for more, but his shot couldn't get through. There's another one that's had a little bit more wood on it. It went wide of the goal. From behind, Woodharmon trying to help Maruna as well. Nice backhand pass. Trying to skate with it there was Cale Howard, but it was in his feet. But the Toros get it back again. Stay onside. Jay Price can't go with the puck because he's stripped with it. He was stripped of it. Number 44. That is Spencer. Backhanded deep. Pass Meyer in behind. Sabrizi's first one back there. And in front. Big opportunity there for Smith, who gets stopped there in front of the goal. From their own end, they go for that lead pass. Broken up. Here's an opportunity. One-time shot. Right pass saved by Foreman. Huge stop there on that one-timer. And that could lead to something back the other way. Blake Smith coming in. But out comes Rice to play it. He turns it over though. Toros going the corner for Savage. That was a race to the puck, and Rice won that race against Blake Smith and was able to clear it out of danger. Finch getting up there with Johnston, turn over there in the zone, picking that up from his own end and leads us up. Here comes McGlynn. Defenseman now playing forward to bring this in over the line. Liam McGlynn will take this from behind, gets driven into the boards. That'll be a penalty. Coming up here to Oshawa. He faced off to the right of Rice. Knocked down by Oshawa. They clear that away. Knocked down by Hodgins in his own zone. A 2-minute minor that goes to minor general. Third power play if you want to count the 4-minute power play for the Toros in the first period. From their own end. Jackman. Back to the line. Hodgins couldn't control it there. Now he'll pick it back up. Jackman waiting for a one-time. He'll have to knock it down and take a shot. That hit Rice on the way through and goes up into the netting out of play. I guess it hit a Toros player right in front because the face-off is coming outside the line. Looked like it hit Rice on that Jackman shot. Finch. Good win there by Connor Cole. Now Hodgins picks that up. They got to stay outside. They do. Waiting for Jackman back to the line. He'll push it back in behind now for Connor Cole. Cole setting things up now for Aiden Desprez. Desprez walks out shot, blocker save, knocked down. Nice hand eye there on the other side. Back to the line for Hodgins. Hodgins has got to set up Desprez. Back for Hodgins again. He keeps the line. Hodgins shot tipped on the way through, up again into the netting out of play. The face-off now is coming off to the left of Rice. Back to the line for Hodgins. Hodgins doesn't like it, gives it to Jackman. Jackman shot. Goal! A shot from the line, a nice shot by Jackman, who's had a couple of nice assists here in the game so far. That might go down for a goalism if that didn't get deflected. If that's his goal, he's got a goal and 2 assists so far. One there by Oshawa. The lead passes over the stick of Woodhammer, but Marina's got it. Marina sets it up. Miller's shot goes wide. Miller trying to help out behind the goal. Stepped out, tapped in at the line. There's a shot. It's over the mark, over the blocker hand of Foreman. Nice moves there by Marina. Keeps control of it, sets it up to the side. Sabrizi read that well, and he chips it up to the Oshawa bench that'll play. The face-off is off to the left of Brett Foreman. Back into the corner it goes, picked up by Oshawa. Gets pushed out of there for Marina. Right in front, and that was an opportunity. But I think Foreman got his stick on it and was able to poke it just out of danger area. Tapped in here at the line there by Gavin Savage, and he tried to do the job. Savage couldn't get to it. Still loose here at the side against Cale Howard. Now Elliot Holt with it now. Holt with a step pass. He gets around Maya. Back in behind there for Edwards behind the goal. Nice drop pass, but it went right to Desprez, who tries to stuff it in from the side and couldn't do it as Rice was up against that left post and was hugging it to make the stop. A Rizzler shot, scores! Parker Rizzler gets on the board after winning that draw. He took it and fires it over Rice. And finally something goes right here for Rizzler here in the game. He's had a couple of great opportunities. Finally buries one to make it 4-1. Chip back into the zone. Cameron Ryan trying to take that pass. Picked up there by Oshawa now. There's an opportunity to dump that deep there. That was Wilson sending it down the ice for icing. Super easy to take this offensive draw. He's able to kick it to his stick. Back there for McGlynn. McGlynn, there's an opportunity. Back to the line for Hodgins. Gonna step into one. Stopped there by Rice. The face-off now is off to his right. Flipped up over the head of the Toros defense into the bench out of play. Now that draw comes outside the line against Sabrizi. Trying to push this in the zone. Ben Sabrizi getting around the check of Johnston. Sets it up in front, tried to bank it off the stick there of Rout. Edwards from behind fires this around. It's an opportunity to skate after it there for Hatfield. Back up in his own end. And Randy Booth, Hatfield putting pressure on his man as he takes his man down there in the right corner. Here come the Toros trying to split this D. They've got Cameron Ryan at the front of the goal, but a nice play by Chisholm. Broke that up. Taken back in behind, taken away by Edwards, who tries to clear it. Now picked up there by the Toros as they move this in. They set it up in front for Cameron Ryan, jamming away. Pepper whacks away at it. Neither one of them is going to beat Rice, who is hugging the post so much you'd think they were Valentines. Face-off is off to the left now. Picked up there by Oshawa as they lead this in. Right back in behind the goal goes Ethan Maddox after it in his own end. There's a shot that hit the post in behind Foreman, who was ready to catch it, but it beat him, but he got some help from his best friend in behind him. We're back in behind the goal. We're under 4 minutes left to go before we have an intermission flood. Kept out. Jackman just had a strong game. Looking for more. He's got to beat Spencer to the puck though first. Jackman taking Spencer behind. Both players colliding behind the goal. Trying to move it up through center. All the way through center ice comes Typhon. He's getting hooked up. Nice play by Rusler. But Rusler's going to go. This time he's going to go for hooking. Face-off is coming off to the left at 4 minutes, and also a power play to try and cut into the Toros lead. Edwards has it here at the Flames logo. Over here to the other side now from Maruna. Maruna tried to escape the checker. He's getting tied up by Elliott Holt. Right back down the ice. Rice comes out of his own net. Leaves it back there for Edwards. Lead pass by Edwards for Chisholm, trying to bring this in. He was offside, and that's going to be the call. It's going to be a face-off now, just at the Oshawa bench outside the line. One and dumped deep past Oshawa down the ice, coming around the other side. There's an opportunity to keep that in. Good job by Savage, kept that play in at the line. Wilson will fire this to the other side now. Having to find it there in his feet was Miller. He gets taken down. It's a turnover. Desprez short-handed in front of the net. Shot. Big save off Blake Smith right in front. He's also had a couple of opportunities here. Kept in here at the line by Savage. As there was almost a collision there on the other side with Chisholm. Here comes Maruna getting up there with Miller. Maruna shot. Stop. Miller on the rebound. And that is again stopped there by Foreman as he gathers up the rebound as well. Big win. Back to the line. Trying to shoot this. It's going to get set up here from Maya. Maya shot, fanned on it, but it's going to go to the front of the net where Oshawa try and pick it up. From that right side, they try and get it, fire that around, that'll go down the ice. Picked up there by Rice from his own end, he'll play it up there for Johnston. Now from Maya coming up through center. Maya coming over the line with a shot. Stopped there by Foreman. No rebound as he sees an Oshawa player coming in the vicinity. He'll freeze that up and take his chances with another draw. Deep in the Toros end with 1:31 left to go here in the second period. At 19 seconds left to go on the hooking penalty to Rusler. Face-off is won. Dumped down the ice. Rice will dump that from his own end. They're trying to start this out as they've only got 10 seconds to work with now on their power play. Johnston with a pass out of the reach of Hatfield. Down the ice, no icing, it's not going to reach the icing line. It actually reached the net where Foreman had to play it away. The penalty to Rusler's over. And Parker Rusler was almost sprung coming out of the box. Now he's going to get sprung here. 2-on-1 coming up. Getting up here with Jackman. Shot by Rusler, scores, and there's his second of the game as he finds the 5-hole through Rice to make it now 5-1 Toros. One there by Oshawa. Picked up there by Kill Howard. Shot to the net. Way over the mark. Kept in here at the line there by Connor Cole. From behind that there for Desprez right in front. And a great opportunity for Kill Howard is missed as he fires it up into the netting out of play. Big face-off win there from Oshawa on the defensive end. Tyson fires that away. Trying to knock that down with Salter. That definitely would have been a high stick if he touched that. Here's an opportunity. Puts that behind the net. Wrap around. Not going to get to it. Over the stick there. Knocked down at center. Turnover. An opportunity to get around Edwards. One more opportunity here. Desprez shot. Hit the post. Over the stick of Connor Cole on the rebound. Late pass over there through center now for Cooper Hodgins, who stays with it. Tyus Salter will find it and send it down the ice. That's Spencer with it now. Turned over there in the zone. Up into the benching out of play. 8.4 seconds left to go. Oshawa wins that draw to start things off for the end of the second period. A period that got dominated by the Toros with 4 goals as they now have broken up that 1-1 tie that happened to lead off the second, and they've got a comfortable 5-1 lead. To go to period number 3, we'll have a second intermission flood and be back for the third period here on MJ Broadcasting. Kicking off the third period for the minor midget AA Toros on Oshawa. To start off the third, Oshawa senior goalie Verbain is now in net for the Oshawa Minor General. There's face off to start the third. Marina brings us in to start us off. There's a shot. Easy kick aside serve for Foreman as he puts that wide. Back in behind, moves back to center for Cameron Ryan. That pass is broken up there at center. Out there for Blake Smith. After coming in outside, he gets taken down. Face off now to be taken by Connor Cole, and in comes Hodgson. Up through center to try and bring this in around Salter. This is part of a 2-game weekend for the minor midget AA Toros. They'll also play on Sunday evening as well. Salter pushing that deep back in behind the goal. It goes back there from Maddox with a shot. Stop there, the first save for Verbain. Right in front of the goal, another one stopped there by Verbain as he tries to find it, and he gets a whistle. Big win there for Howard in the offensive end on the shot. That gets knocked down there, nice block there by Edwards. Over here for Spencer, who tries to get rid of it out of his own end. Wait a minute here in the third period. Toros leading 5-1 due to a 4-goal spurge in the second period. There's one of the goal scorers, Jackman, putting it behind the goal. Trying to put that in behind the net. Wurzler also had 2 in that second period. He's got the puck now looking for the hat trick, but that shot will go in wide. Taken down, trying to find that loose puck there is Wurzler. Couldn't get to it. Hit pass and knocked down at center. Elliot Holt can't get around Edwards with a nice opportunity. Flipped up and all the way down the ice into the corner for Chisholm. Around the boards it goes. Nice play by Hatfield. Fires out wide. Other pass for Edwards. Jackman with a nice move, but he's not going to reach the puck before it rolls into Verbain for an easy face-off. Big face-off off to the right of Verbain. Trying to skate this way through center now. Brought in by Python for the shot. Caught there by Foreman. No rebound out in front. Big win in the Oshawa end. Trying to come up through center. Nice pass. Blake Smith gets the opportunity to go. Stopped there by Verbain, who stops him on the breakaway. Trying to stuff that in from the side. Toros not letting up with a 5-1 lead. They've had the first couple of opportunities here this third period. That one took a bounce, and it comes in offside. His Quinn was way over the line. He was expecting the puck to come to him, but it took a redirection, and he was way over the line before he could get back out. So that face-off now comes at the Toros bench. Up through center now, Johnston fires that deep back into the Toros end there for Maddox. Ethan Maddox fires that around. That's good. Trying to find there for Cale Howard. Nice play by Spencer. Kept that in. Cutting it to the front of the net. Can't get it to the front of the goal. Found by the Toros. Jumps down the ice. And that'll be our first icing call of the third period. Now it's going to be Aiden Howard taking this draw off to the right of his goaltender Foreman versus Marina. He wins it. Toros get that opportunity to clear it. Parker Wurzler with it now. Wurzler up through center. He dumped it in, but it hit Johnston. Wurzler gets his own rebound. Shot. That hits Johnston. Or Verbain with a big save there. There's another one. Going in wide. Wurzler follows it off to the left side. Wurzler keeps control of the puck and pushes it off to the corner. Here comes Gavin Savage to find that loose puck. Savage coming in from the blue line. His backhand was knocked down. And that leads to an opportunity to skate up for Miller and Woodharmon, the only goal scorer here for the Oshawa Minor General. He looked for more, but he got stymied by a nice glove save by Brett Foreman. Edwards will take this offensive draw now for Oshawa and loses it. Back in behind, coming around the boards. Here's Wilson after this now. We'll use his other defensive partner, as that's Quinn who tips it deep. Cooper Hodgins back in his own zone now. We'll keep it back there and now move it over here for Cameron Ryan as they start this up. Trying to get up there with Sabrizi as well. Big play there from Blake Smith. He'll drop this one up for Cameron Ryan. His shot is stopped. Verbain stopped it, didn't know where his own rebound was, but back in behind, and now Verbain's got a stick stuck in the net, so we'll get a whistle. Key face off in the offensive end. Back to the line for Hodgins. Hodgins, shot, stopped by Verbain, still loose there from the side of the camp area, in the slot area. Up through center, trying to get an opportunity. Nice stand up there. Still loose there in some feet. Coming over here is McGunn trying to go after his man. There's a shot that's easily gathered up there by Foreman as he holds on to that. Edwards with a big draw win. Up through center. Lead pass. That's going over everybody, and it'll be another face-off right back where it came from. It'll be on the other side for another draw on the left side this time. It's going to be Marina taking it for Oshawa. He loses it. Nice win there by Connor Cole on the defensive end on the face-off. Now they get the opportunity to play. Here comes an opportunity for Aiden Desprez. Desprez. Shot scores! Perfect shot for Desprez. Goes up over the shoulder for Verbain. And it's 6-1. There's a face-off here at center. Dyer. Here comes Aiden Howard. Jumping that deep. Here's Spencer going after it. Coming around the other side. Knocked down at center. Knocked down on the way through. Nice catch there by Verbain. Face-off now is deep in the Oshawa end. Aiden Howard pushes that behind. Spencer's going back there in his own end. Elliot Holt trying to come through on the other side. It's on that right side. They're trying to dig the puck free out of some skates. Here's Gavin Savage not being able to shoot it as he gets taken down before he can pull the trigger. Here's an Oshawa chance coming up here for Python. He's got Marina going to the goal, but he's not going to be able to get a pass to him. Nicely defended by Aiden Howard. Kept in by Spencer a shot. That hit Jackman's glove on the way through. And coming around the other side, big hit over there for Logan Jackman. Watching the face, there's a shot and a score right in front of the goal. That's going to go down for a goal for number 71, Dyer, who found the 5-hole to make it 6-2. Hard around the boards and dumped down the ice. That's going to go for icing. Wood Harmon will take this shot, loses it. Back in behind from Hodgins. Blake Smith try to go here to the other side. Walking around the checker for the opportunity. Chipped all the way back in. Here comes an opportunity to bring this through. And he couldn't split the defense. Right back in behind the goal. Smith gets tripped up and behind. Depending on the play, referee lets it go. It's still in behind the goal. Toros try and get it free. Good. Hodgins cuts that in. Along with Sabrizi, it goes back in behind where Chisholm gets in it. Chisholm comes around the other side. Now knocked down here at center. Elliot Holt will move it over here to the other side. Another opportunity here for the Toros to try and find an open lane. Big play there by Hodgins, dumps that deep, back into the corner. Sabrizi trying to pick that up from behind. Here comes Aiden Desprez. He scored the lone goal for the Toros here in the third. He's got the 6-1 on the board. Big guy, the Toros, enjoying a 6-2 lead with 8 minutes left to go. Big hit there at center by Cale Howard, but that brings in Oshawa on an opportunity, but it was Edwards going one-on-one with Foreman, and Foreman won the battle. Desprez coming back, trying to split through, sets it up, and there's an opportunity there, and it's into the back of the net there for Cale Howard, who just had a hit there before, and this time he gets a goal on the board to make it 7-2. Face off here from center. That was... There's a shot going wide of the goal. Maddox has a shot. Blocked on the way through. Here comes an opportunity. It's another one-on-one opportunity for Edwards. He's in. This one he's going to backhand in wide, but it's still loose. Right there from the side in Quinn camp area as it rolled over his stick as he was looking at an empty net. Right in front, Edwards, shot stopped by Foreman in post, and Hatfield can't bury the rebound either. Foreman doing his job now when he needs to, Brett Foreman has come up big here in the third period. A couple of breakaway saves. Jackman trying to control Johnston behind. Aiden Howard. He's getting some help there with Parker Roosler. They're trying sandwich Quinn over there to get the puck free. We're going to get a penalty coming up, and it's going to go to the Toros. Might have been a head contact penalty as it's 4 minutes that goes to Parker Roosler. It was 4 minute head contact penalty that got the Toros on the board in the first period. Backhanded behind there for Savage. So now it's Oshawa's turn on the power play. Spencer trying to keep that in here in front of us. Blake Smith dumps that keeper. Kills off more time from behind the goal. Cameron Ryan trying to stick to his man against Maya. And now the Toros have goals in all three periods. One in the first. Three in the second and two here in the third period. Face off here from center. Up, coming into the zone there is Tyson. He loses control of it. And Cameron Ryan sends it down the ice. Coming behind, it's an opportunity there for Oshawa. They'll move this around to try and get it around Elliot Holt. Holt tried to stop Dyer, puts it deep. Gavin Savage has control. He'll fire it over here for Holt, over his stick. Here comes an opportunity to step into it for Tyson, and he fanned on it. Here comes Holt, short-handed to try and get around Chisholm. He got held up there by Chisholm. And it's going to be a penalty. Play some 4-on-4 hockey. And then when this 4-on-4 is over, Oshawa will still get a 102 power play because of the 4 minutes to Roosler. There's a shot kicked aside by Foreman. Phil Howard, who got the 7th goal on the board. Here comes Daypre now. Daypre bringing this over the line. Back to line for Hodgins. He's going to try and step into one. There's a shot that gets tipped. Left pad stop there. Nicely flexing by Verbain. 2-on-2 back up the other way. They can't stay in. Miller just onside. Blocks it away there by Foreman. Up through center. Over the stick now is on near the stick. Taken away there by Phil Howard. Dumps that deep. Verbain with an easy stop. Steers it off to the right. Coming around the other side now for Oshawa as they bring this in. Here's an opportunity to lead it all the way up here for Wilson with a shot, and it's offside with Edwards on the other side. Face off here on the offside. He's just outside the Toros blue line. Now Ty Salter. Salter with a pass is tipped away by Sabrizi and knocked down with a high stick by Quinn. So as soon as Oshawa touches it, we'll get a whistle. Connor Cole to pick this draw off to his left and behind the goal. Around the boards it goes. Trying to get kept in here from the line there by Ethan Maddox. His shot gets knocked down. Back into the corner goes Spencer to fire it around. That's going to get cut off on the wall there by the Toros. Flipped all the way back into the corner. It's Spencer to try and fire it away. That's Oshawa skating out of their own end with a lead pass. That's going past everybody, including Wood Harmon down the ice for icing. Big win on the draw. Savage, shot to the net. Toros have controlled this 4-on-4 play, mostly in the offensive end for Oshawa. With Holt. Holt, Jackman, Howard, and big hit there at the penalty box, and that's going to be a stoppage in play as the Oshawa players still has yet to make it to his feet as a big hit right in front of Parker Roosler at the penalty box. Was Quinn missed that hit. An opportunity to move this out. Over the stick. Hatfield couldn't go with it. That was almost a turnover. From behind their own net. Here comes an opportunity to move this away. That goes down the ice. Now it's an Oshawa power play as the penalty now to Chisholm is over. From behind the net they start this out. Under 4 minutes left to go here. 7-2 game on a Friday night here at the Garnet View Rickard Recreation Complex in favor of the minor midget LA Toros, beating Oshawa from behind their own net. This one was a close game after the first period. It was tied at 1, so the Toros were able to pull away after the second. They held a 5-1 lead and didn't let up here in the third with goals by Daypre and Howard to press it to 6-2 lead at one point, and then Howard's goal made it 7-2. Goal scorers for Oshawa are Wood Harmon and Dyer here in the third period. Hodgins trying to move this out of his own end. Captain here from the line from Spencer, a shot just wide. Here's another one that'll get wide by Maya. Back to the line, still an Oshawa power play from behind the goal. From around the other side, there's McGlynn out of his own end with a lead pass. That'll go past everybody. Rürsler, he's now out of the box and into the corner. He's had an eventful game. He's got 2 goals. He's had a couple of chances. He's had a couple of penalties as well. And now he's out there looking for his hat trick in front of the goal. Hodgins, shot to the net, a good push in wide there for Depre. Right in front, Rürsler back in, and he gets his hat trick taken right off the board by Verbain. Face off is coming off to the left now. Cameron Ryan's going to take the draw and show how to move off to his left side. Now it's going to be Salter who's coming in from the defense to take it. Oshawa wins it in their own end. Kept in there at the line. Sabrizi trying to take it from behind the net. The pass is picked off there by Oshawa, and they'll send this away. Leading it up here now is Edwards. He's had a couple of opportunities here in this third period. Just hasn't put one to the back of the net. Here comes Sabrizi. Back up the other way with Salter, who's moved up to forward. Tripped up. Taken away there by Maruna. Maruna's lead pass just out of the reach of Piper. It gets out of the corner. There's Edwards back in the front. There's another shot, nice block, and tip past Johnston. On their own end now goes Chisholm after it, back in behind his own goal. He'll get followed by Salter in behind. So Chisholm escapes the check and starts this up. Nice drop pass there from Miller. Tyson swings this in, dumps it in, and Foreman gets a piece of that. So I guess you could say he got a piece of the pie right there. Up through center, fly this away, up through center for Jackman, who knocks it down, walks it in, sets it up for Savage, back in, going wide. Jackman was looking for his third assist of the game right there. Right in behind there for Savage. We're in the last minute with 40 seconds left. He tried to bounce that in from behind the goal. He tried the trick shot from behind. Here comes an opportunity for Wood Harmon's shot. That hit a stick of Aiden Howard, went up into the glove hand of Foreman, so that deflection by Howard made the save a little bit easier for Brett Foreman to make. Face-off was off to the left, backhanded to the other side. Here's an opportunity for Sabrizi with a pass, broken up there by Maya. Maya takes it back in his own end. Oshawa just going to kill off the clock here. Here's an opportunity for Cooper Hodgins, and backhanded away from Liam McGlynn. McGlynn will clear it away at center. That gets back into the corner. A dominant second period leads to another victory for the minor midget AA Toros, but we'll play one more face-off with 1.6 seconds left. So now the Toros will take their winning streak up to Darlington on Sunday evening, as they look to keep their first place record intact. They only have 2 losses all year. Those 2 losses came in a tournament, so they keep their undefeated streak alive. A big second period is due in part to this. Thank you for watching on this Friday night. I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman.